Vellode in Tamil Nadu, home to hundreds of wetland birds. Swathed in the early morning mist, it appears vast and mysterious, nestling on the fringes of the temple town of Erode. It encircles the Periyakulam Yeri. It sprawls over 77.185 hectares of wetland. This vibrant wetland welcomes tens of thousands of avian visitors year after year, by virtue of which this scenic spot got notified as a bird sanctuary. It is one among the 10 critical breeding habitats of the wetland birds in Tamil Nadu. Both resident and migratory birds roost in hordes at this idyllic spot. The brackish waters, plenitude of fish and other types of food sources, abundance of trees to perch and roost makes it a favorite retreat of our avian friends. The sanctuary is situated on the Central Asian Flyway. This is a flight path used by migratory birds. It covers a large part of Europe and Asia between the Arctic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. This is the migration route mainly adopted by water birds. Migration is a vital survival strategy. As winter approaches, birds are on the move. They leave their habitats in the frigid and temperate zones, travel hundreds of thousands of kilometers following the sun to winter in warm countries. This journey to the tropics is age-old. It is wired into their genes. It is in the tropics that they rest and nest, feed and breed. Situated in the Vadamugam Vellode village in Perundurai Taluk, Vellode Bird Sanctuary was originally Periyakulam Yeri, a huge man-made rain-fed tank. Later it became one of the 141 prioritized wetlands in Tamil Nadu. The wetlands are evaluated and prioritized based on factors like the ecology of the wetland, earlier bird counts, records of breeding and roosting colonies. In the year 2000, it was promoted to a bird sanctuary by the Ministry of Environment and Forests, Government of India. It is one of 16 bird sanctuaries listed on the official list of protected areas of Tamil Nadu. Of late, this bird lover's paradise is recognized with the Ramsar tag. There are now 75 Ramsar tagged sites in India. Ramsar sites are wetland sites nominated to be of international importance. Here, waterfowl habitats are conserved and protected. Satisfying the Ramsar criteria, Vellode Bird Sanctuary was designated a protected Ramsar site on 3rd August 2022, along with 12 other Ramsar sites all over Tamil Nadu. The lush area of the bird sanctuary is flanked by human habitations of Karugankattu Valasu, Vellode, Mettupalayam, Talaikattur, Sellapampalayam, Semmandapalayam and Tachangarai Vali. Agriculture is the mainstay of the people in these surrounding places. The village folks are greatly conscious of their role in the conservation of these areas and their feathered inhabitants. They are aware of the symbiotic relationship between them and the peregrine visitors to the sanctuary. The presence of these birds leads to the improvement of livelihood of the local community. The water which irrigates the land gets enriched by the sheer volume of bird droppings, a biofertilizer of the best kind. No wonder the farmers are happy with the avian presence. The eco-development committees formed in Vellode Mettupalayam and Sellapampalayam are involved in raising general awareness and monitor and lead the environmental activities in this area. The Vellode tank and adjoining areas are fully protected from bird trapping, encroachment and other legal activities. There's a significant awareness among the people on the importance of conservation of birds and the legal protection they have. When required, the Yeri supports the fringe villagers for agricultural practices. The Periyakulam tank has 2 outlets for serving irrigation purpose. These are regulated through sluice mechanism for ensuring water availability for the birds throughout the year. The locals pitch in their might by behaving like model cohabitants of the planet. Live and let live, they say. Talk about environmental enlightenment. It is worthy to note that for the past several years, they have refrained from bursting crackers during festivals like Diwali, something unheard of in the Indian subcontinent. Of course, they do not want to scare away their feathered friends. Thus, law and conscience work hand in glove, helping maintain harmony and order and allowing the fowls to roost in peace. This sanctuary is an ornithologist's dream and a bird watcher's haven. It is one of the most reputed tourist spots in Tamil Nadu. Out come the binoculars and the trekking hats. The call of the wild is insistent and inescapable for those who love flutters and chirps and plumed magnificence. Vellode is the Shangri-La of the south. Erode Forest Division, under the aegis of the Tamil Nadu Forest Department, promotes ecotourism at Vellode. It has given a substantial makeover recently. The sanctuary has got observatory towers, an interpretation center and a tourist canteen. It is a place where people can enjoy an eco-friendly, nature-oriented recreation at minimal expenditure. The revenue from the community-linked ecotourism is being utilized for managing the sanctuary along with livelihood improvement of the community. The Tamil Nadu Forest Department maintains this wonderful bird sanctuary to the highest standards of natural magnificence. There are no other ecologically refreshing recreation facilities nearby. The optimal time to visit the sanctuary is from October to February, during which the migratory birds arrive. When the fledgling season arrives, birds drop down in hordes at Vellode. The area is rich in food. Fishes, other aquatic organisms such as mollusks and insects which form the part of their food chain are available here in abundance. The dense tree-covered areas and the thick undergrowth provide the right habitat for nesting and roosting. As said earlier, the place abounds in resident and migrant species. The resident avians include the Indian river tern, the oriental darter, the Indian moorhen, the painted stork, and the various types of egrets and cormorants. However, come October, visitors descend in several batches. There's a long-standing pact. The ones their forefathers had made with nature, journeying thousands of miles from north, they land in the green Eden of Vellode. This annual influx begins when the northeast monsoon hits the land. It is the best season for the birds to roost and breed. When they enter the green mansion of Vellode, they are served bountifully. An abundance of trees, easy access to food resources like the lake and fields, and the sanctuary's sheltered location to nest and breed await them. Plentiful fish species of the area appeases the hunger of both local and migratory birds. The plumed newcomers are of all varieties. To twist Wordsworth's line a bit, 20,000 we see at a glance. To our delight, the highest number of migrant avian population spotted in Vellode was 33,000. It also conserves the threatened species of birds. The birds use the sanctuary to nest, roost and breed. The thickets and branches of the trees form their mating arbors. The mating ritual itself is a fascinating sight. When time arrives, the female lays eggs in carefully crafted nests on branches and ground. The canopies of trees like babool also form nesting platforms. When the eggs hatch, the fledglings finally appear, raw, fluffy and pathetic, and are taken care of by the parents with fierce vigilance till they are ready to take flight into the outer world. Vellode Bird Sanctuary supports a rich diversity of floral and faunal species. A haven of biodiversity, the sanctuary is home to 148 bird species, 5 species of mammals, 12 types of fishes, 7 amphibians, 11 reptiles, 27 butterflies and other invertebrates, 5 surface-dwelling invertebrates, and 146 plant species. The majority of these are representatives of the biogeographic region. They depend significantly on the wetland to complete their life cycles. Taking this into consideration, the authorities at Vellode have erected a butterfly park to offer visitors a chance to witness the marvels of the enchanted world of butterflies. They have planted suitable saplings to attract butterflies in huge kaleidoscopes. Vellode plays a great role in the conservation of the elegant Tamil yeoman butterfly, locally known as the Tamil Maravan, the state butterfly of Tamil Nadu. Birds are angels of the air. Their poetic persona attracts us to them as they sing and warble, dance and flit. But they are much more. They are insect pest controllers, scavengers, pollinators and seed dispersal agents. They are important indicators to evaluate the quantitative and qualitative merits of different habitats. They are the radar of environmental disturbances such as air and water pollution, anthropogenic damages, habitat destruction and urbanization. They are the indicators of water quality. Their absence spells danger to the environment. The role of Vellode wetlands and bird sanctuary is truly a whopping one. It takes an admirable and significant stance in conserving and protecting the waterfowl wealth of the world. Vellode is a conservation success story with a community angle to it. The story goes like this. In the late 80s, the Forest Department raised babool plantation at Vellode under the Tank for Shore afforestation project to meet the demand for fuel wood. When the trees were mature and due for commercial harvest, there was a public outcry against the tree felling. The grown-up trees had morphed themselves into a safe haven for multitude of avian visitors. The department was intent on preserving the environment as such for the welfare of the birds and the fringe villages. The rest is history.